Everyone is speaking out about this. Duke Tobin looks to be in hot water with the Bengals organization and their recent struggles. We're going to break down the report and what it could mean for the Bengals due to this defense that has been hitting historical lows, and going forward, what the outcome could be. Welcome to the jungle. This is Isaac Coffman with Bengals Digest. Happy to see you Bengals fans. And if you want to get in on the discussion, make sure you are subscribed by hitting that subscribe button down below. We have just hit 3,000. We appreciate each one of you. Your support has been awesome. We love to hear your thoughts as well. It's been a tough go here recently for the Bengals, losing to the Jets, then Bears, going into this bye. So the talk has been, what are the Bengals going to do? Certainly Zach Taylor has been on the hot seat for a while, but one name that has been kind of popping up here recently among the fan base is Duke Tobin. The thought is that he could possibly be fired soon. And for, what we're seeing with this defense, it's been historically bad. So bad, in fact, that when you look at the stats, it tells you how bad it is. If you've been watching the Bengals all year, you've certainly seen the struggles, just the poor tackling, the whatever it is from the players, just not having the effort or whatever it can be. It's just fascinating to think how bad this defense has been. Losing to the Bears, even though they scored 42 points, I was just blown away by this metric. This came from Jay Morrison. Gave the missed tackles through week 9. You have 3 Bengals at the very top. Jordan Battle, Demetrius Knight, and Geno Stone. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. You even have more Bengals if you go down the list at that, but these guys are averaging more than 1 missed tackle a game. It's going to happen, right? We're human. We're going to make mistakes, but every game you can pretty much count on those 3 guys to miss a tackle and then some. Just unbelievable. Just how bad. That's been a big contribution to this defense. And, there's been no pass rush as well. You can look at other things. It's not been just one phase of the poor tackling. I mean, that is the biggest issue for sure. But there's other issues on that defense. So a lot of people are looking at why. Why did this happen? Maybe it's a talent. When it comes to Duke Tobin, again, putting together the team, drafting has been not the best. That's been a big thing that they pointed at Duke Tobin, of drafting guys that have not developed. You can say Jamar Chase, you can say Joe Burrow, but those were given. Those guys were going to be locks at that spot where they were picking. Defense has not panned out as well. This first round pick, Shamar Stewart was this last year. He has struggled, and it's still early. He's still going to have those issues, but so far he hasn't been developing as much as they would like, and he's been a part of those missed tackles as well. Another crazy thing to think about is the last 4 weeks. I saw this stat, and it's just absolutely crazy. They have scored the most points, but yet their record shows 1-3. Crazy. They have the offense to match up with practically every single NFL team. And the AFC is more wide open than it has been in years, at least that I can recall. So this was a golden opportunity that the Bengals had when it came to making a move on the division. You're talking, if they would have won those games against the Jets and Bears, you'd be coming into the bye looking much better. You'd be over 500, 5-4. Instead, now you're limping into a divisional game coming up the following week. So hopefully they get their rest. But the report is coming out. This is the report going back to possibly Duke Tobin being fired here soon. This is coming from Mike Florio. He said the front office is constantly evaluating everyone. Players who will be back or not be back, coaches who will be back or not be back. There's this bubbling up now that Duke Tobin, the de facto GM, is going to be out. We'll see. Maybe during the bye week, maybe sooner. Heads are going to roll in Cincinnati. This is unacceptable because it's largely unprecedented how bad this defense is. Not wrong there saying how bad the defense has been. It has just been historically bad. They're looking up more stats if you're going back, not just the last few years, but I saw even the last 20 years. This has been one of the worst statistical defenses out there. And it's just crazy. Comes back to, Zach Taylor and what he has to work with, but certainly it's going to be interesting to see what goes from here, because he's talking about the bye week. bye week is where Duke Tobin could possibly be out. Interesting to think that it would be that soon. I don't know if the Bengals would do that so soon. Honestly, they're not ones to make moves like that mid-season. They have expressed how much they like Duke Tobin. At least Mike Brown has said as much. He's said that he trusts him. He feels like he's got a hold on things. That's been the quotes in recent memory of what Mike Brown thinks about Duke Tobin. But still, you got to feel like his seat is getting hotter and hotter as going back to the draft picks have not panned out. Something's got to give, because at this rate, they're going to get worse and worse. Something's got to change for how historically bad this defense has been. It goes back to, again, you've had $25 million in cap space. You could have picked up a guy. Certainly I go back to the missed tackles. Your starting safeties are leading the league in missed tackles. That should have been a problem they recognized last year. Geno Stone struggled last year. Jordan Battle was still growing. That shows they had a lot of confidence in those guys to really rebound this year. But why take that risk? Why not get a leader? That's something that they have been missing too. I feel like ever since Jesse Bates lost, they've really lost that leader in the locker room. Back when COVID started, Jesse Bates still rounded up the secondary. He got them, I believe it was Windows Surface tablets, got them in on the playbook, all the rookies. It doesn't seem like there's a guy like that that's really taking charge of things. And the fact that they've lost these games by such big margins, just huge defenses, yards and points, everything, and they're just kind of shrugging it off, the defenses. It's frustrating. Fan base is getting frustrated. I mean, there's talks of people not showing up to games, having some kind of protest. That takes you back to like the 90s. That was the talk back then, having people not get tickets and show up. That's how bad it's starting to get. So what could be the casualty of it all? It could be Duke Tobin. It could be the scapegoat of all this. He's been with the organization for over 25 years now. He's had his good years. I go back to the 2021 year. That was a bunch of free agent acquisitions. That was where they did pick up Trey Hendrickson. You got guys like Chidobe Awuzie, who was a lockdown corner that helped them get to the Super Bowl. Mike Hilton. Those are guys that they were able to get by free agency. So moves like that has been lacking, it feels like. It just feels like they kind of took the foot off the pedal, and you're seeing the result of it. They're relying too much on the draft, which unfortunately has been a lot of guys not developing. Miles Murphy, a lot of people calling him a first-round draft pick bust. He has not been anywhere to be seen along with this pass rush without Hendrickson. So we'll see. Interesting to note that it could be as soon as the bye, so we'll be keeping an eye on this. But we want to hear from you guys. Do you think Duke Tobin is going to lose his job possibly here in the bye week or beyond? Or do you think it might be after the season the Bengals decide to do that kind of thing? We want to hear from you guys, so be sure you comment down below, share your thoughts, and again, be sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already to get in on the discussion, see when our new videos drop. So that's going to do it for now, guys. As we say, Hoo day.